getting Castro out of rhythm, and we'll shoot two.
It's just, yes, he got fouled. Yes, he's going to the free throw line, but that's a shot that Jason Castro makes. And we've been seeing that not just from him, but also from a lot of the key players for TNT in this first half. Missing shots that they would normally make.
13 points already for Jason Castro, perfect from the free throw line. And the streak goes on for him, at least from the line here in this game. 46-32 is the count, 2:44 left here in the pack. Chris Ross finding Marshall Lassiter. He thought about it, gives it back to Ginebra Fajardo. Take a look at Ryan Reyes just watching Lassiter. Double is shown to give it back to Lassiter. Lassiter goes inside and eventually gets the bounce.
So tough, so tough. You know, when San Miguel Beer's on, man, they're almost impossible to stop. And that's what TNT's experiencing right now.
And there's a level of calm from the San Miguel
Yes,
Beermen.
absolutely. They look very, very comfortable. You know, they've been here before. That's the whole key. A few of the key players for TNT, they haven't been in this situation before.
Mikey Williams looking for his first bucket and finally gets it.
In that time, the ball was worked around and the open man was found in the corner. Mikey Williams with a three-point shot.
Magnolia finding Ginebra Fajardo. Fajardo, jumper extended. Did not look good for the Kraken. Mikey Williams, he'll pull up. Can he get two? Yes, he does. Back-to-back triples for Mikey Williams, much needed for the TNT Tropang Giga, who suddenly are within 10 points. We were looking for him to score, and he finally does. Mikey Williams with an open look in the corner, draining that triple, and just a possession or two later, getting it here. Too much space, too much time, and right before the break, we saw a frustrated Chris Ross just throw the ball away. They know that they should do better. Mikey Williams giving the TNT Tropang Giga just a bit more life. 48-38 is the count, Ali, and that could be big in terms of getting the TNT into the rhythm that we're looking for them to get into.
Well, you know, it hasn't been pretty, but those two shots by Mikey Williams, first of all, he was wide open on both of those shots, like you said. You know, no defenders there. Interestingly enough, in the corner, but then also in transition. So it's something that San Miguel Beer is going to have to constantly remind themselves of. Now, TNT, before the half, you want to try to get it down to 10 points, but when you got two big guys like that for San Miguel Beer, especially the way they've been connecting all conference long, very, very difficult to deal with.
Momoto Otua with the jam, and Ginebra Fajardo with the assist there. That is probably the most underrated part of Ginebre's game, the fact that he can be such a great passer off the block.
Yes, he can.
Ginebra Fajardo again. Kelly Williams right there. Another bullet pass finds an open Marshall Lassiter. That one's off the mark. But Momoto Otua, Pebbles getting it done.
Now, what happened there was, actually that was Jason Castro's responsibility. Yes, small to big, but you still have to put a body on the big guy, preventing him from getting the offensive rebound.
Castro going to the corner, finding Reyes. He's not afraid to shoot, unable to finish, but Kelly Williams trying to save that. Unable to get that one, though.
TNT right now is just completely off. Let's take a look at that nice pass out of the double team by Ginebra Fajardo to Wallet Tua underneath. You know, Troy Rosario went over to go help, and I'm not sure if he was the one that was supposed to do that, leaving Wallet Tua completely open, and then the missed box out by Jason Castro. Again, Wallet Tua taking advantage of it.
Momoto Otua, affectionately called Pebbles, because he was the rookie of Asitaw Lava and Gilas. So the rap
Pebbles?
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Ginebra Fajardo working on Kelly Williams. Double is there. Reyes timed it perfectly, but got his body too close to Junmar.
Very, very difficult to defend Junmar Fajardo. I'm just going to keep saying it over and over again. You can throw so many different defensive scenarios at him, but guess what? He's seen it all.
Even at the international level.
Yeah, on the international level, exactly.
52 to 38 is the count. Junmar Fajardo, chance to extend this. Coach Chot Reyes warned for resentment to the call, and honestly, who could blame him?
Just do not look good at all in this first half.
A bit of frustration there, I'm sure.
A lot of frustration.
They had that good spell when Mikey Williams hit those 2 3-pointers. One of them in system, the other one in transition. But that has been probably the brightest stretch of the Tropang Giga in the first half.
I'm looking at what they're doing defensively. So particularly defensive lapses. I'll even say lapses on offense. Some of these passes that have been picked off by Chris Ross, that is a lack of focus. I don't know if Coach Chot Reyes wanted Troy Rosario to double from the baseline, actually leave Walt Altua. If he did, there was no communication whatsoever, but I just don't see that happening.
30-second timeout, TNT TROPANG GIGA.
TNT call for a 30-second timeout. We are trying to get a bucket right before the end of the half. So we'll hold on to the air here. So the TNT TROPANG GIGA, it will do well to break that 40-point threshold, just to look at the scoreboard and see that they're not as far away.
To have something to look forward to going into the second half, but they're having all types of problems right now, for sure.
So I'm not quite sure what the discussion is, but then, well, you know what, the 30 seconds are up, so back into this ball game, 3.8 left on in the half. Junmar Fajardo, who has been getting the job done on the defensive end, really more than the offensive end in this game in particular.
And everyone else is profiting off of that, And, I mean, he doesn't really have to do too much.
Kelly Williams from way downtown is way off. 53 to 38 at the end of the half. The San Miguel Beermen trying their best to extend the series, and the Firefly player of the half is brought to you by Firefly, the trusted lighting partner of the PBA. Mo Tautua Pebbles, perfect from the floor, 3 rebounds. Momo getting it done on the inside, getting into position when he needs to, and has been
matamis. Bawat isa't may bahagi, idolo at tagdaan na magkasama, kapwa magkakampi. Simbolo ng isang barkada at kumpiyansa, tropa tayong magkatabi. Ang plataforma sa ating gitna, kung merong panalo sa kwento ng liga. Kondo suporta ang dinidikta, wala nang iba kapag tayo ang bida.
Tayo ang bida. Tayo ang bida.
Sa bawat trip mas matamis. Bawat isa't may bahagi, idolo at tagahanga. Magkasama, kapwa magkakampi. Simbolo ng isang barkada at kumpiyansa. Tropa tayo magkatabi. Ang plataforma sa ating gitna. Kung meron panalo sa kwento ng liga, kondo suporta ang dinidikta. Wala nang iba pagka tayo ang bida.
From the bench for the San Miguel Beermen, and it's Romeo and Alex Cabagnot with 7 apiece, Junior Pardo with 5. Mikey Williams, the top offensive player from the elimination round, or rather in the top 2, only with 6 here at the first half.
Well, again, I think with TNT, it's all about just settling down, calming themselves down so they can focus better on both ends of the court. Detail is so critical when you get into the playoffs, especially going up against a team that has so much experience in the San Miguel Beermen. Now, if you're San Miguel Beer, just keep doing what you're doing. They're going to figure out the adjustments that are made in this second half by TNT, and they just have to keep playing like they've been playing in the first half.
That time stats are brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Now on to the third quarter here. Arvin Santos pulls up for 3 straight away and drains it. It seems like the service has just resumed as normal for the San Miguel Beermen with that first possession.
They picked up where they left off.
That's the term I was looking for. I went around and said so many more things. It's
That's
Mikey
okay,
Williams.
it sounded fine. You sound a lot better than me right now.
Pogoy off the mark. He'll get another opportunity here and still can't get it to fall. So their shooting has abandoned them from beyond the arc. Talking about the TNT Tropang Giga. With that, they have now shot 6 of 20 from beyond the arc. Far from their regular. So they normally shoot 11 of 36 from beyond the arc in this series. Arvin Santos gets that one to fall, showing everyone how it's done.
Back-to-back three-point shots for the San Miguel Beermen for Arvin Santos, extending this lead further and further. One of the things that is very difficult to do is try to catch up with San Miguel when they're playing this way.
Well, the timeout immediately called by Coach Chot Reyes, and this timeout is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Already in the game, 0 points scored, 0 of 3 from the field, and only 3 rebounds to his name, and a whopping -23 in the raw plus-minus category, Ali.
Interestingly enough, you know, in that last game, you had 8 to 9 players from TNT that were in the plus category. Now, you know, at this point in juncture, in the negative.
Arvin Santos, 11 points. 7 rebounds, and the funny thing is, it's a quiet 11 points from Arvin Santos.
Yeah, that's right.
Mikey Williams finding R.R. Pogoy. This is his 3rd attempt from that same spot, and still no good.
It's just really difficult to play solid defense, you know, when you keep missing shots on the other end, shots that you know you can make. It becomes very frustrating, and it just starts to mount on you as the game goes on.
The crafty Cabagnot put Mikey Williams on his back and was able to get that off the glass.
He really likes to do that when he's operating off the pick and rolls. Now, that's the type of take that you make when you're going up against Jumar Fajardo. Troy Rosario tried to do it in the first half. He got blocked, but this time he was able to draw the foul. Now, you talk about the hesitation move and getting Mikey Williams on his back. You know, it's a very vulnerable position, whether you are a small or a big, when you're trying to play defense like that. Very good move by Alex Cabagnot.
And it's easier said than done, actually putting someone on your hip
Exactly.
like that.
Yeah.
Not like I know at that level, so I'm happy that you agree.
But see, the thing is, you have to be able to fight over that pick, and you have to fight hard. You know, and in the back of your mind, it's like, whether it's Chris Ross, whether it's Alex, whether it's Terrence Romeo, you know that if you give them a little bit of space, they're gone. So you have to emphasize to yourself over and over again, I got to fight over that pick. At the same time, you're also helping the big, your teammate, to get back. Who's man?
Brian Heruela in the game for first time, really. And what a pass there from Chris Ross. Just flung that over to the corner. Arwin Santos, that was a tough look. And Troy Rosario did a great job defensively. And the ball will go the other way. Chris Ross looking for a foul.
Well, that pass looked like it was going about 3 or 4 rows up, didn't it? But it still managed to connect. And that's just, you know, a product of how long these guys have been playing together.
And of course, Chris Ross with that level of skill at passing the ball. And well, it got to his target, but unfortunately for Arwin, was stopped there by Troy Rosario.
Yeah.
Brian Heruela, who is one of the flashiest dressers in the PBA, really. Getting his look from the corner, gets that one to fall. Much needed there for the TNT Tropang Giga.
It's part of the dribble drive offense, that hand attack and then open in the corner. Nice kick out by Brian Reyes to Brian Heruela.
Ginebra Fajardo battling for the rebound against Poy Edam, and it falls to Marshall Lassiter.
What's happening is you have a lot of TNT guys just standing around watching. You see JP Edam trying to battle for the rebound, will get in position.
Well, Ginebra Fajardo inadvertently, looks like may have swiped at Jason Castro as he went up for the block. But as we all know, Ginebra Fajardo is a gentle giant who would never hurt a fly.
Now he'll just beat you up in the post, you know, outmaneuvering you and throwing a lot of good moves at you. But
there it is.
It is. You know, it was a good take by Jason Castro. You know, and I want to see more of those by TNT.
It's funny to see Jason Castro and Ginebra Fajardo get into something physical, knowing that they're two of the nicest guys in the PBA.
And I tell you, Jason Castro, I was teammates with him for about 7 years, and we probably spoke probably like 10 times in those 7 years. But they were very, very meaningful conversations.
By these workers.
Tua could not handle the pass there. Alex Cabagnot may have put too much mustard in it. Mikey Williams, 6 points already in his scorecard. And Mikey attacking Marshall, unable to get it to fall, but Poy Edam there first.
Good cleanup by Poy Edam. This is the thing. This is the main thing.
But a quick answer on the other end. So trade baskets, okay lang ang San Miguel dyan.
Lamang na lamang sila eh. 20-point advantage. Ito ang kanilang pinoprotektahan.
Oh, what a pass! Hindi lang makompleto ni Mo Tao, but that was such a great pass. May ricochet pa eh.
Oo nga eh.
Mikey. Castro, pinalipad ang defender. Kick out kay Ryan. Swing kay Williams. Williams in the paint. Left it for Poy. Can't make the basket pero pupunta sa linya para sa dalawang free throws si JP Edam.
Na-establish na San Miguel yung kanilang strong interior defense, and now TNT is forced to make the extra pass. Going to the inside, they will see Ginebra Fajardo as a secondary defender. Nag-extra pass papalayo itong TNT, kaya nahihirapan talaga makascore on high percentage baskets. But good thing, Poy Edam making his first free throw. Again, the focus of the TNT is just to make sure that the lead is a little bit closer entering the fourth quarter of action. Only 19 make it, 18 points so far. So you see the pressure defense employed by TNT, just making sure na mawala lang yung bang magandang rhythm sa opensa nitong San Miguel.
But then with the veteran lineup kasi ng San Miguel, parang they've seen everything you can throw at them eh. Lalo na itong 5 na to. Well, not Mo Tao. It should be Arwin Santos in there, but Mo is actually playing the best offensively from all of them. Ryan Reyes to the hoop. Some contact there. Look at Boy battling for it. Bagsak na naman siya on the hard court. But no, he's not gonna stay with the dark shirts. Balik na naman sa San Miguel Beer ang possession.
Not a very clean execution there for TNT. Ryan Reyes trying to fish for a foul, but he was not able to get one. So San Miguel, again with the possession. Notice the defense of TNT now. It's an extended kind of full court defense. And they will sit on a zone defense, just hoping again that they will generate a lot of fast break points when they make a stop. Let's see how this defensive coverage will get them their desired defensive stop.
7 minutes and 6 remaining in the third quarter. Oh, look at that. Just too easy.
So may konting confusion din sa depensa. A little change up on defense. Biglang nagman-to-man sila. Hindi nakapag-ball denial doon si Jason Castro.
They throw it away once again. Naabutan pa ni Chris Ross yan. Able to gain. Well, not really. Lost control, out of bounds. But na-disrupt na naman nila ang pagtakbo ng opensa ng TNT on the other side. And all Chris Ross is gonna get there is a floor burn sa kanyang pagbagsak at the end. But great effort mula sa kanya as usual.
Hindi niya makakuha yung balanse niya. Ayun,
Momentum,
tumama.
Yung momentum tuloy-tuloy eh. Tignan niyang banggain si Willie eh.
Oo nga, no?
Our cameraman si Willie Laude. He's been around forever. Mikey. Short on the three, and it's one and done. No offensive rebounds for TNT. Arwin Santos. Junmar straight to the hoop. And you could see parang nag-gamble si Kelly Williams ng konti. Naramdaman ni Junmar, nobody on my right.
And you only offer or influence that baseline drop step if there is somebody trying to help out. But obviously, even the help was late, and that was an easy basket for Junmar Fajardo.
Arwin Santos on the drive. Oh, that looked like a accidental trip right there, but the referees iimbestagahin pa rin yan, and Eram already trying to plead his case.
Was there a trip?
Hindi, but nagkatamaan pa nga yung pa eh.
Tama.
Di ba, nagkatamaan pa nga yung the tips of their shoes actually, hit each other there. So I'm not really sure.
So it will be reviewed by our officials whether it's just a regular foul. Yes.
I think rightly so.
It was the right call. So just a baseline out of bounds play for San Miguel. They're still on top by 22 big points. Bunot na si Coach Chot. Binigyan na ng opportunity itong si Kubuntin.
22-point lead for San Miguel. Ito pinakamalaki. Junmar will sit. CJ Perez. Pulled it back out. And then we'll attack once more. Finger roll off target. Kelly Williams the board. Here's Eruela up ahead. Cobuntin. It's anticipated by Marshall. CJ from three. Offensive rebound, Marshall. CJ to the hoop once again. Iniwasan ang depensa ni Kelly Williams, but Kelly will get called for a foul once more. Pang-apat ni Kelly Williams yan. Just 2 points so far para kay Perez. Make it 3 doon sa free throw. Pero 7 rebounds na para sa kanya, Coach Rai. Kaya yung talent level kasi ng San Miguel Beer, alam nila, no, that there are days that some will dominate on offense. So you have to do other things to help out.
Yes, and still trying to fill his way in. Alam naman natin, ito ang pinakabagong manlalaro ng San Miguel. So, if it is not a requirement for him to score, might as well do other things. Now, his rebounding, He's also having this facilitator's mind, just dishing off to his open teammates. But what you want is, if you're Coach Leo Austria, is if you need baskets, you can definitely depend on CJ Perez.
Another miss from 3. Rare offensive rebound mula kay Eruela. Mikey's 3 hits the basket, and look, Arwin Santos and Cobuntin want to go at it. And Cobuntin, you know he's not going to back down.
Oh, yes, for sure. And Arwin Santos, too. You know that Arwin Santos is not a newbie in terms of skirmishes and all that. He's got a very strong mind, too. Let us see. I did not see what happened near the basket because I was looking at the trajectory of the shot of Mikey Williams. Mikey Williams was able to bury shots from deep, pero nagkaroon ng konting pormahan dun sa baba.
They actually haven't counted the shot yet. They haven't announced it. There's the bump from Arwin Santos. Hindi na-appreciate ni Cobuntin, so he gave him 1 too.
I think a foul should be called against Arwin Santos.
Yeah.
Medyo napalakas yung kanyang blackout. It is not normal basketball play.
Yeah. And I think the referees will see that, no?
Yes.
Sa replay naman.
Unnecessary. I thought the contact was a little bit too much. But it should be just a regular foul, and probably just to make sure that walang iinit ang ulo, hindi na mag-escalate. Let us see how the verdict will come out.
And Arwin does have a history naman of really getting the goat of opponents.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Part of yung kanyang laro. Diba? The little pushes and shoves here, and then the little elbows and all of that. No? Na part and parcel ng kanyang laro yan. Pero ito nga, si Cobuntin, kilala rin natin. Hindi naman din talaga atras yan.
Oo.
So inaantay pa rin natin ang verdict. Emotions running high definitely, even if the score is really... Oh, wow. Oh, F1.
So that's the right call. Yes, we thought like it was off play. And he was really out there to make his body felt. He was obviously barging into the space of Glenn Cobuntin.
Well, nagpo-protesta pa rin si Arwin Santos, not really sure what he's saying, no? Because you know, kumbaga, the evidence was there, no, sa tawag na yun. Pero natawagan din ng technical foul si Glenn Cobuntin for the second motion, and so the three-pointer of Williams was counted. And then there's going to be a technical free throw on this side. Yan si Marshall Lassiter. And then it's going to be free throws for Glenn Cobuntin and possession for TNT on the other side. Tama, di ba?
Yes, tama yan.
Oh, kasi flagrant
mintis muna itong si Lassiter ng kanyang free throw. But ang bigat din Alam mo, minsan iisipin mo rin, tinamaan ka ng ganyan. Siyempre tatayo ka kung ikaw si Cobuntin at lalapit ka. Pero matatawagan ka ng technical foul. Ano ba? Walk away ba dapat yan? Ang hirap rin iswallow eh.
Turn the other cheek. May ganun, di ba?
Yan, first free throw because of the flagrant foul called against Arwin Santos. But the more important thing is, nag-self-correct naman yung dalawang players, hindi na nag-escalate at alam nila na critical yung kanilang function para sa kanilang magkabilang mga teams.
And you love it, no? The way how quickly Terence Romeo gumit na dun sa dalawa para umawat, di ba? You know, but most of the time si Terence Romeo ang inaawat naman ng mga teammates.
Yes.
Di ba? But then Mo Tautua, of course, stepping in there, and when Mo's in the middle, hindi na siguro magkakaabutan naman kahit sino dyan, no?
Oo.
Dahil he's wider and bigger than most of them. So 2 free throws good para kay Cobuntin. Ang possession mananatili sa panig ng TNT. It's still a 19-point lead.
But could be a step towards the right direction here for TNT. 5-point cluster for them in one possession. So let us see if they can add on to decrease the advantage of San Miguel. But another unmolested thrust. Turnover once again, this time by Aruela.
Naipit siya dun sa ilalim. I thought he could probably take it against his former teammate, Junmar Fajardo.
Sikip eh.
Mo kicks to Romeo. On the approach, Eruela will get called for a foul. So he lost it on the other end, commits a foul on this end. It's a tough stretch para kay Brian Eruela.
That you will see San Miguel players just a disciplined attack for them, just looking at their advantages in the post and waiting for the defense to react. So Mo Tautua, a recipient of a lot of entry passes, and also Junmar Fajardo. Look at the patience of Junmar. He did not attack. Now San Miguel is moving the ball around.
Double team kay Mo. Swing all the way to the other side. Up fake, inilapit ng konti, pabandang tira. Parang napakadali ng basketball para kay Terrence.
And this is what happens because of the vision of the big men of San Miguel. They exactly see where the double team is coming from. At ang ganda rin ng counter ng mga perimeter players ng San Miguel.
Another steal. Mag-eye in the sky play sana. Hindi napasok ni Mo. Itutuloy naman nila pa rin. They got it once again. And San Miguel Beer is gobbling up those offensive rebounds like they were going out of style.
Simply too many second chance opportunities here for San Miguel. That counter move, you have to defend first the three-point shot of Terrence Romeo, but he reads defenses so well that one counter of one dribble pull-up is enough for him to generate the space.
Kelly dangerously bringing it down the court. Can he complete? Yes, he does. Nakita mo mahabot si CJ eh. Kukunin sana mula sa likod eh.
Oo, pero now he's using his quickness against Junmar Fajardo, and he was able to score 2 points. Pero kailangan mas maraming ganun pa itong TNT para makabalik sa laban na to.
Kaya naman yung matchup ng Montalvo Romeo. Lagi natin pinapanood dyan. Inaabangan natin kung ano bang mangyayari. Now Glenn Cobuntin, I think, will be called for a defensive foul.
Yes, and he pointed an accusing finger towards the direction of the referee, and that is why he might be called for another technical foul. He did not like the call because he felt like he was able to establish his position. It was Mo Tautua who initiated that contact, and that is going to be a critical reaction. Again, a technical foul. He will be out because of 2 technical fouls in this ball game.
Yep.
I think that is automatic. You probably can say things without profanity to express your displeasure. But as soon as you say a profane language and you point an accusing finger to the direction of our referees, then that's an automatic technical foul.
So he's out. Glenn Cobuntin na pinasok dito sa second half. Sabi mo nga, bunot dahil nagka-foul trouble yung mga big boys ng TNT. No? That's Aram and Kelly Williams. So Aram is forced to come back in on the court. 3:39 remaining in the third. And this third quarter has been dragging. There's lots of mga extracurriculars na nangyayari.
But if you're Cobuntin, you want to visualize it in your mind. He was playing tough defense. It was actually in the middle of his torso. At doon nag-initiate ng contact si Tautua, and yet it was still deemed as a blocking violation. So doon siguro siya na-frustrate rin. Pero nakalimutan niya na meron na siyang isang technical foul.
Right. Here's Mo. Terrence shoots over Montalvo. In and out of the 3. Nakuha ni Kip. Iniwan para kay Mikey. Mikey Williams gets it back from Aram. Swing to the corner. Pogoy, poor shooting night thus far. Gets it. He'll try one more time. Still cannot find the hoop.
And that has been the usual refrain here. Players or the usual scorers for TNT not hitting their mark. Or Pogoy, a lot of open looks, but could not make a shot consistently. And Troy Rosario, we've mentioned it, 13.5 points per ball game, but still 0 to show in Game 6.
The offense is really stifled. And San Miguel calls a timeout, still up big here in the third. There's Coach Chot Reyes, kausap ang kanyang mga players. TNT down 20 points here in the third quarter, about 3 minutes to go. And lots of missing production sa panig ng TNT Tropang Giga. Coach Ryan, nabanggit ko na nga, Troy Rosario. And even the regulars, the other regulars, ito si Roger Pugoy today. 1 of 7 from the field. He's already got 5 fouls. He'll probably sit out a few minutes bago siya maibalik in the fourth period. But it's just been another poor night on a night that San Miguel Beer is getting to those offensive rebounds and getting putbacks so often.
And it's hard when your leading scorer, the guy who's averaging 18 points per game, is limited to 2 points on a 1 out of 7 shooting. Reminiscent to his game 4 performance, when he also scored just 2 points on a 1 out of 10 shooting. So, 0 out of 4 pa si R. Pugoy from the 3-point range. Yun ang problema rito dahil pagdating naman dito sa San Miguel, ang init ng nilalaro ni Motau Tua, a total of 15 points already, 3 out of 3 from the free throw line, and of course also the shooting touch of Marshall Lassiter. And now San Miguel again erecting a 22-point advantage.
And I think he's perfect from the field as well. Ito si Motau Tua. Hindi pa yata nagmimintis. Although I can't recall. Kanina kasi 5 of 5
Yes,
siya.
so nung first half hindi nagmintis yan.
Oh, there's Kip Montalvo, corner 3 mula sa kanya. Really has improved yung kanyang 3-point shooting. Given the opportunity, he has shown a marked improvement from his rookie season.
Oh, spectacular shooting from the outside. And you know that he is not an excess baggage pagdating sa opensa because he can obviously score.
Chris Ross too strong. JJ Alejandro di makuha ang rebound. CJ Perez, another offensive rebound for San Miguel Beer. And that's really, I think, the prevailing theme sa game na ito.
Oh,
and then, once again.
Yeah, that's really deflating, especially if you're trying to launch a comeback. Tapos ang dami mong opportunities na binibigay sa kalaban mo. And the last one, Motau Tua once again getting a high percentage basket. He has actually missed 3 shots already, but still an impeccable and unbelievable field goal shooting at 70%, 7 out of 10 from the field.
Sa 10-point quiz, pasado yun.
Pasado yan. Diba? Bigay mo yan. Oh, and not only that, kanina pa natin sinasabi, yung dami ng second chance opportunities itong San Miguel, lamang ng 21 at this point. And yung disparity pagdating sa second chance points, 19 for them and only 8 for TNT. Free throw shooting, itong TNT missing critical shots, lalong-lalo na that they're trying to launch a comeback.
Points in the paint, 34-14 in favor of San Miguel Beer.
And
20 points spread, that's the lead.
Ang laki nun eh,
Yun
di ba?
lamang,
Oo, at alam naman natin, when you take a look at the roster of San Miguel, what they want to do is establish their inside game. Because of the presence of Junmar Fajardo and Motau Tua. Now, to compound the woes of TNT, Motau Tua is not just scoring in the paint. If you give him the confidence and he makes his early shots, early in the game, nagkakaroon pa ng kumpiyansa yan from the perimeter all the way doon sa 3-point range. Nakikita natin siya. May kumpiyansa siya dyan. Basta tumama yung mga unang 1-2 tira niya.
What a game he's having, si Motau Tua. And Chris Ross is on the floor even before action started. Mukhang maimbestigan na naman to si Boy Eram on that play. Sa may hita tinamaan. Probably in the shuffling before action begins, di ba? Pag mag-i-inbound.
Ano mo, even yung mga referees natin, they need the help of our replay mechanism, our videos available for them to review whatever happened. Because ang bilis ng aksyon, ako hindi ko nakikita. Minsan, kung ang focus natin on the ball, biglang may babagsak. Ano kaya nangyari ron?
Pero mukhang okay naman to si Chris Ross. Momentarily jolted by whatever transpired. Let's watch it.
Parang wala pa rito.
Kelly Williams. It's Kelly Williams. Hindi pala si Boy Eram. And Kelly Williams walking to a spot. And nothing. Wala namang tawag.
Wala.
Kiskisan lang. Tapos napalakas siguro. Ang laki rin ni Kelly Williams kasi.
So pwede bang delay of game ng referees? Hindi.
Hindi pwede. Pag official timeout, kahit mga 5 minutes yun, walang violation yun eh. Approaching the last minute of this third quarter, kung saan dominado pa rin ang San Miguel Beer. Ang laro, fading away. Terrence Romeo off the glass.
Ayan, pinakitaan niya si Montalvo. Maski madikit ang depensa mo sa akin, kaya pa rin kitang iskuran. At ito na, San Miguel. Talagang napakarami ng kanilang puntos ngayon. Especially here in the third quarter. And wow!
High in the sky. CJ Perez soaring para doon. Boy, Eram naman, di makompleto ang layup. Ngunit may foul si Mo Tautua. He'll take 2 free throws, Eram. 39.3 remaining in the third. But I'm sure we're going to take a look at the last play. Here you go.
No, spectacular high in the sky play. Playing with so much chemistry are these two young players for San Miguel. Terrence Romeo dishing off a timely assist pass and alley-oop at that to CJ Perez. And CJ just loved that one.
May yakap pa mula kay Junmar. And I'll catch you, boy.
Make sure your landing is safe.
Right. And so for the fourth straight game sa ating serye, a team has led by 20-something. There was a time 30-something pa nga, nabanggit mo kanina.
Yes.
And let's see if TNT has a little fight back to try to close this gap. But San Miguel Beer very clearly in control. And when you talk about these types of games, if it's just a 25-point lead, Coach Ryan, as a coach, when do you decide at what point of the game do you decide, hey, this is over, let's start putting in the reserves and plan for next game?
Well, you can sense it. Probably you'll give it a fight in the first 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. You will see if you're TNT, if there's still a momentum that you are creating and generating for you to launch a comeback. But with this kind of an open look for San Miguel, you know that they're completely in control. Again, for Coach Chot Reyes, probably 2-3 minutes in the fourth quarter. Titignan niya kung may laban pa. Otherwise, papagpahingahin niya ng mga players niya and focus on Game 7.
Well, we see Coach Leo Austria telling them, siguro just keep it up, siguro ganon.
Yes, just make sure that they do not stop pressing on the gas. And we've talked about the vision of Junmar Fajardo, just waiting for the defense to collapse to him, and looking at his open teammates, and Mo Tautua, a recipient of a lot of pinpoint assist passes from his teammates. And not only that, look at his third quarter scoring, 8 out of his total 20 points. The same kind of performance that he did in Game 4, wherein it was, again, San Miguel with a wire-to-wire finish.
Second quarter scoring really just in favor of San Miguel, +6, +9, +9 again. Ryan Reyes starts the scoring sa fourth period, but it'll take a lot more of that on both ends of the floor. No? Some stops dito and baskets sa kabila. Pero how do you stop a bunch of players like this? Diba yung ganyan kadali, oh? Then Arwin Santos just go to that spot, and if it's not Alex Cabagnot or Chris Ross, it's Terrence Romeo or CJ Perez just passing it off to him, and where he likes it to shoot off that glass, Coach Ryan.
Oh yes, execution is really so impressive for San Miguel, and Ryan Reyes trying to keep their spirits up. 5 straight points for the veteran, but still 20-point advantage for San Miguel, or 21-point advantage to be exact.
Laki ng bantay ni Terence Romeo. Ito si Troy Rosario. He'll take it over Troy. Almost got it to go. On the rebound, Ryan Reyes, he's pushing. Left it for Eruela. 3 on the way. Basket na naman. 7 straight quick ones para sa TNT to begin the fourth quarter. And they cut the lead down to 18 points. And San Miguel Beer uses a timeout. The long wait is over. Relive the excitement once more as the 7-Eleven Virtual Run 2021 returns. November 7 to 30, tumakbo. Tumungo sa tagumpay at kasaysayan sa ang panikaman ng mundo. Tayo na magsama-sama makisaya sa 7-Eleven Virtual Run 2021. Registration from October 4 to 30. Visit www.run711.com for more details.
Ryan Reyes, 14 points coming off the bench. 50% from the field and 9 rebounds. He's trying to start this rally of TNT, and we've talked about the criticality of the first 4 minutes for San Miguel here in the fourth quarter, and now they're not taking any chances. There is a mini run here orchestrated by TNT. It's now down to 18 points, so they call the quick timeout.
Mapasira rin ang momentum, but they get the ball back. Look at those two defenders, Reyes and Montalvo. Montalvo can't hit the 3, however, and the rebound na-secure na ni Arwin, who's back from a 3-minute hiatus for his flagrant one.
Yes. And missed opportunity there for TNT, and Ryan Reyes was probably telling himself, I should have taken that shot instead because I am hot.
Yep. Oh, look at that. Gumawa ng espasyo, konting gamit ng balikat, and shoving the defender out of the way.
And this is what San Miguel does in the last 6 seasons in an all-Filipino conference. They badly needed baskets. They will go to Junmar Fajardo down low. And more often than not, he will deliver.
Oh,
and
look at this guy.
Ryan Reyes, 16 total points for this man.
Well, hindi na kasi siya inaasahan to score no the past maybe 10 seasons of his career. Remember that he can put the ball in the basket when he wants to si Ryan
I
Reyes.
vividly remember, especially when he was playing alongside Arwin Santos for Santa Lucia. Alam natin yan, they were able to win 1 championship for that franchise.
That's a miss from outside. Kim Montalvo in transition. Kicks it to Ryan. He'll try one more time. He can't get the 3 to drop, however.
Hindi lang nagkakasunod-sunod eh. Would have been a huge basket for TNT. Brought the lead down to as low as 15. But now San Miguel again trying to execute. Yun, nakaagaw na naman sila.
Poyeram to the hoop. Gets it to go.
So not giving up is this TNT team. Just down by 16 points. Will they have enough time to launch this comeback? Let us see. San Miguel again. Just trying to get the ball in the hands of Junmar Fajardo to start off their offense.
Siguro may natural tendency rin kasi maging lax ng bahagya. But Terence Romeo says, I'll get the 2 right back as he drove the baseline.
And that's the beauty of having a Terence Romeo too. He knows exactly how to manufacture baskets.
Troy Rosario to the hoop. Nice hook shot off the glass.
And it's nice because you know that Troy Rosario needs the confidence to boost his performance in this game. His first 2 points in the ball game, would you believe that?
With only about 8 minutes remaining. Eram against Junmar. Kick out to CJ. Balik kay Junmar. 3 seconds to shoot. CJ bumitaw. Good stop from TNT, but boy, Eram is winded. Trying to defend Junmar Fajardo on one end and trying to score on the other. Napapagod na nga ito si Eram, who brought up the rear on that offensive. Troy wants it. Junmar came out to help. Eruela with 5 to shoot. Eruela in the paint. Kick to the corner. Ryan Reyes. 3 in and out. Ball on the floor. Marshall Lassiter gets the board. And that big shot that TNT needs is not falling. Dalawa, tatlo sila. Then that shot to bring it down to maybe 15 or 14, hindi nila magawa.
Yun eh, dalawang peses. Wow, and Junmar Fajardo again, just telling everyone, he still is the main man inside to run the offense of San Miguel. And there was a double team, but unfortunately it was late. And Junmar Fajardo just making sure that he will take it upon himself to score in this possession.
Just too big, too strong, and quick actually on that play. Ito si Junmar Fajardo. The lighter version of Junmar Fajardo. Double-double na naman. Make that 14 for the conference,
wow.
Coach Rai. Mintis ang free throw. 18 hinahabol ng TNT. 7:06 to go. Eruela to Kelly. R.R. Pugoy, there's a foul away from the ball. Arwin Santos matatawagan.
Now the mentality of Troy Rosario now is, since he is not making his shots in the three-point area or from the perimeter, he's just trying to post up Arwin Santos. But Arwin Santos and of course Coach Leo Austria sensing that there might be an advantage in the post. Troy Rosario, di ba? Doon siya talaga trying to milk the situation. Pinasok na ulit si Mo Tautua.
Kip Montalvo attacking and then rising up for the shot. Na-foul pa siya. Pagkakataon, naka 3-point play ni Kim. And Kim looks like he's the guy who's gonna put them down by 15 if he can complete the 3-point play.
Kanina pa talaga nila sinusubukan eh. Ayun, pumasok na. So 15, timeout ulit si Coach Leo Austria. Yes, 30-second timeout ang kanilang tinawag.
Siyempre, kailangan i-stabilize ng konti. May konting uprising na nangyari sa panig ng TNT. Bring it down to 15, a more manageable deficit with still about 7 minutes to go. Marshall Lassiter going to Junmar, and that's been a familiar theme. They go to Junmar inside.
Oh, that's money in the bank. Lalo na pag ganong late yung help side defense coming from the baseline. You put Junmar Fajardo in a situation wherein it's 2 feet and below the basket. He is unstoppable. Look at his stat line. 5 out of 8 from the field. Double-double performance. You're correct. He's 14th.
14th
diba?
for the conference. Oh.
Ibang klase. Bumabalik na yung 6-time MVP performance ni Junmar Fajardo.
Pinahirapan ni Eruela si Terrence Romeo to set the table. A stop in a basket from TNT would be huge. Junmar na naman ang napuntahan. Punta kay Romeo. Swing kay CJ. Mo from 3. That's a miss. But look at that. Another offensive rebound for San Miguel Beer. Foul taken by Kim Montalvo. They just can't clear the defensive boards time and again. Itong TNT.
7 offensive rebounds for TNT. And San Miguel with 16.
16, that's crazy huge number. Given another opportunity, Big Mo drills the three-pointer.
Timely basket. Mo Tautua again hitting his mark.
Mukhang dos lang yata na credit sa kanya ron. Must have been stepping on that line, but that's a forced miss. Good defense once again sa panig ng San Miguel Beer. Ito nga, 17-8 offensive rebounds. Mo one more time. Baka mag-30 to si Mo sa game na to. Bench 5 na yan, di ba?
Yes.
Big scoring night once again from Moala. Kip from 3. Troy Rosario, offensive rebound. A rare one para sa TNT and he's fouled on the way up. Tutungo sa linya si Jet Troy Rosario for 2 free throws. Check this out. Hook pass goes over. Oh, nakatapak nga.
2 shots for Troy Rosario.
He was clearly on the line. Not much review needed for that. So sinasabi mo, 2 points, that is third, 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Horrible shooting from the field overall.
And especially if you consider his contribution for his team in the first 5 games. 13.8 points per game on a 65.7% shooting from the 2-point range.
Yeah.
And now, hirap na hirap talaga siya makapuntos.
CJ nahirapan ipasok and he's called for a 5-second. Tama ba?
Foul
Hindi, may
will be
tulak.
called
Oh,
against.
tulak
Yes.
pala. Hindi pala 5 yun.
Oo.
Pushing pala yun.
Push. Tama.
Ping Eximiniano, first action of the game with only 5:35 to go. Commits his first personal. Matindi sa depensa yan si Ping, kaso binabantayan niya Terrence Romeo na matindi naman sa opensa. Balik kay Junmar. Kelly now guarding him. Look at the other side of the paint. Mo Tautua. But he lost it. A turnover perhaps that San Miguel can afford with that 17-point lead, but TNT kailangan mag-capitalize. Pugoy to the hoop. Troy Rosario follow-up jam off the Pugoy miss. They tap that one away. Eximiniano may tangan ngayon. Waiting for his teammates. Goes to Aruela. Troy wants it. Di nabigay ni Brian. Kelly in transition puts it up. Won't go. Troy one more time. Asking for a foul. And he is really going nuts at the referee.
It's very seldom you see Troy Rosario reacting that way towards our referees. He felt like a foul should have been called against San Miguel. And Coach Chotreyes also gesturing to our refs. It is just impossible that Troy Rosario would shoot that way without a perceived foul called against San Miguel.
Well, there's Coach Chotreyes. Prior to that short break, Troy Rosario, very rare outburst of negative emotion from him. This was a positive follow-up jam para sa kanya. Alam niya kailangan niyang tumulong sa kanyang koponan. This one, he got the offensive rebound.
Yes.
Went up for it once again. And he's looking for a foul. Not really sure if I saw one doon sa replay na yun.
What he felt like was there's probably an onward motion, and that contact was enough for him to lose his trajectory, and he missed it, or missed the rim completely. Pero nagmintis naman doon si Terrence Romeo, still at 15-point advantage for San Miguel, pero paubos na ng paubos yung oras natin dito. 4:47.2 to be exact. And San Miguel is completely in control of this ball game.
Bagamat 15 points lang ang lamang nila, di ba, Coach Rai? Kasi kanina pa yan, it went up to 20 plus and then slowly now being broken down by TNT. But the control is there and then the clock is also on the side of the Beermen. Si Troy, di naman nilabas ni Coach Chot. He's still in there defending Mo Tautua. Romeo to the hoop. Junmar, another offensive rebound. 18 na yan. I'd say maybe more. But by my count, that's 18 offensive rebounds. Pero hindi matagdagan ng second chance points nila off the miss. Heruela now to Troy. Troy will attack. And draw that foul. He'll go to the line. Will he go to the line though? Are they saying it's shooting? Inbound lang yata.
Wala pa sa penalty yung San Miguel. Pero you can see that Troy Rosario is attacking aggressively, trying to get fouls. He was held scoreless in the first 3 quarters. Now let us see. He went for his attack, a strong one again downstream. And nakashoot na naman siya. 13 points na lang ito, ah.
I actually like this Troy Rosario that's playing right now. That's the kind of energy you want to see mula sa kanya. In this series, it's 3-2 in favor of TNT na naghahabol ngayon against San Miguel Beer, 13-point lead for the Beermen. And then the other series, Magnolia and Meralco, that's 3-2 as well. Magnolia ahead and looking to clinch after this game. Mamaya, maglalaban na naman sa Game 6 naman ng kabilang side, Coach Rai.
Yes, ang ganda ng series na yon. And for Meralco, splendid performance by John Pinto and Maliksi nung Game 5. And they want to duplicate and force a Game 7. And they're hoping that they will have the same energy here in Game 6 or later on against Magnolia.
Some backward pressure mula sa TNT. There's that inbound pass. Tipped away. Nakuha ng TNT yan. Ryan Reyes goes to Troy. Troy wants to take on Mo Tautua. He'll go to the baseline. Jumper up. Overshot. That would have been huge kung pumasok yun.
Ganda na ng feel niya sa game eh. Kulang lang sa yung angulo. Wala siyang banda dun sa turnaround niya na yun. But sloppy basketball here. Back-to-back turnovers by San Miguel.
So another chance for TNT, Coach.
We've seen comebacks in this conference. Yung akala natin wala ng chance. Remember that Meralco against Magnolia in the elimination round?
Yun talaga. Yun yung pinaka-standard para sa ganung comeback. Dahil halos wala ng oras talaga doon.
Wala na. Halos 2 minutes to go. Lamang ng 13 doon yung Magnolia. Pero ito, tignan natin if TNT still has enough gas left in their tank to launch a comeback.
Well, they surely have the personnel to do it. Once they start hitting those shots. But another miss, unable to capitalize, as we say. 2 in a row ang mintis ng TNT. Perez near the timeline and he'll force the action. They're going to call a foul on Kelly Williams.
Hindi nagtutuloy-tuloy eh. Wide open looks ang tropang Giga. Ryan Reyes had 2 opportunities earlier at the start of the 4th quarter na dumikit yung lamang at mapalapit itong TNT, and that was also a good look by Troy Rosario. But the 3-point shot has not been a good friend for Troy in today's game.
Actually, halos buong TNT talagang hindi nila kaibigan ng 3-point shot sa game na ito. Yes. Siguro si Ryan Reyes na yung nakarami na dyan, no?
Tama. And even RR Pugoy, 0 out of 4 from the 3-point range too.
Marshall lost it on the way up, but they still keep control. 2 to shoot, so Junmar had to turn and attempt. Brian Heruela the rebound. Up ahead to Pugoy. Pugoy in the paint. Gets it to roll.
Yes.
They're going to count it, and a chance for the 3-point play.
Rightly so. A continuation was given to RR Pugoy, and don't look now. The lead is down to 11 points.
Continuation, nabigyan. And it rolled in, ha? Parang naawa na kay Pugo yung bola, eh. Pumasok na finally.
And now down to 10 points. It was biggest at 25. So San Miguel playing sloppy basketball in the fourth quarter.
Almost a steal. Ross came over the timeline in the nick of time. 2.5 to go. 7 na lang sa shot clock. Anong diskarte ni Ross? Dinala sa may gitna. Kick to Arwin Santos. 3 is a miss. But a defensive rebound. Pinanood ng mga TNT yung pagtalpog ng bola, and that might cost them. Because there's a 3 mula kay Marcel Lassiter, who pours some salt, pinches some salt.
And whose responsibility is it?
TNT yung pagtalpog ng bola, and that might cost them. Because there's a 3 mula kay Marcel Lassiter, who pours some salt, pinches some salt.
And who's
was a nice run mula sa TNT to cut it down to 10. But Marcel Lassiter made sure na tres yung tira na yun. Binalik talaga yung pa. Nakatapak na sa linya. Binalik pa niya.
a badly needed basket for San Miguel? Nagtitrete na itong TNT. Pero very consistent talaga itong performance si Marcel Lassiter. Doon pa lang sa panimula ng laban natin. So, points this quarter. TNT finally winning up to this point, 26 to 15.
We're in the last 2 minutes, brought to us by Cobra, the #1 energy drink. Angat ang lakas mo. Another basket from Troy Rosario. So tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang pag-i-score ng TNT. It's a big quarter para sa kanila.
28 points for TNT. And coming alive in the fourth quarter, itong si Troy Rosario. Again, we've been talking about that. He was held scoreless in the first 3 quarters. He just came alive in the fourth. Will they have enough gas? They're still down by 11. And Arwin Santos almost hitting another 3. But TNT finally getting the defensive rebound.
Muntik na naman sila makuha na ng offensive rebound doon. So something's really bothering them as far as the defensive rebound stat is concerned. They're just not getting to the ball as quickly as they should. That's a foul. It's a penalty situation. Free throws for Kelly Williams, who's struggled from the line sa laban na ito. Ito yung follow-up. The tip in, lakas move, hatid sa atin ng Cobra, the #1 energy drink. Angat ang lakas mo. Big free throws could bring the lead down to single digits, Coach.
And Kelly Williams, a total of 5 points. Not so good from the free throw line, only 25%, 1 out of 4. And not only that, he has also struggled from the field, only 2 out of 12. And to compound the woes of Kelly Williams, he also misses first free throw, so he's down to 20% at 1 out of 5.
Can't get the second either, and the rebound firmly secured ni Junmar Fajardo. Up ahead to Arwin, to the other side, CJ! Simple dunk lang naman.
2 dunks in today's ball game for CJ. The first one was probably 9. I'll give it, di ba? Out of 10. Ito mga 8 lang to. Simple lang.
Mga 7 pa nga. Kung kumpara dun sa una. Lalakas mag-rank ng dunk ng mga hindi kaya mag-dunk. Ano?
So San Miguel, they feel it. They will be forcing a Game 7. They were in sync. Their focus from the opening tip up to this point, you can just sense that they have no other recourse but to win this one and hopefully go for a Game 7. Pagdating dyan, 50-50% chance again for either teams.
Down to a single game na lang yung best of 7. Here's a stat that made me curious, or makes me curious, Coach Rai. Has there ever been a Game 7 with a bigger points disparity from game to game? Diba? Kasi yung Game 1 and 2, sige, 1 point, 2 points. After that, tambakan lahat ng game
Yun na nga
Diba?
It was a close one, you're correct. TNT winning Game 1 by 1 point. San Miguel fighting back, winning Game 2 by 2 points. And after that, yun na, nagkalamangan na. But there's another sideshow here between the two coaches. So both with 5 All-Filipino titles. And only one of them will have a chance to tie Baby Dalupan's all-time record of 6. So yun ang focus din ng ating mga coaches pagdating sa Game 7.
So 103 to 90 is the final score of Game 6. If you can throw away all those final scores from Games 1 to 6, Coach Rai, kasi it all boils down to Game 7 coming up on Sunday. The best player that you chose for this game?
And I thought it was Marshall Lassiter. From the opening quarter, he was already shooting from the outside, eventually finishing with 19 points. Great percentage from 3, 5 out of 8. He was also able to grab 5 rebounds. And defensively, he was able to get 4 steals. But I thought the timing by which he made those 3-pointers, especially here, this last one, that eventually put icing on the cake for San Miguel, winning Game 6 with a lot to spare.
So we're gonna go over to the press area. I think nakahanda na yung... Oh, we'll check out the bracket first. What's happening right now. So tied na at 3-3 yung top bracket.
Tayo ang bida. Tayo ang bida.
So very interesting game later on.
But before we get to that, sa press room muna tayo. Doon na yata yung winning coach at yung best player of the game.
Good afternoon and welcome to the post-game interview. Joining us are San Miguel Beermen head coach